Good afternoon. This is GrantCameron, and this is a update, the government disclosure update, day 52. This is sort of breaking news. This is just a very short update to set up an opportunity for people to send questions for an interview that will be done Thursday afternoon. What has happened is we have a number of contacts on both sides of the story, to the Star's side and the Ron Pandolfi side, and we have made contact with a very high-level person. An interview did take place, and we are going to do a second interview where we are going to make some of this stuff public, and I'm giving people an opportunity now to send in questions. Since the New York Times story broke on December 16th, a lot of people have become frustrated because really nothing is really being released. It's all sort of stalled, and they want answers to certain questions, and that's what I basically want people to contact me about. If you had a chance to ask some high-level person on either side, what questions would you want to ask? And we probably have answered the question. The interview was done by Melinda Leslie. I met her last November in Laughlin, Nevada. We had a meeting. I realized that she had been working on this soft disclosure, small d disclosure program for the last 30 years with Randy Copain. We got together and we've been working sort of on some projects now. And Melinda was contacted by a key person. We did not contact them, they contacted us. And I think what it is they basically want the story correct. They want to get the story, manage the story, whatever. And I'm quite open to exposing things that we may have gotten wrong, what they're saying. And we are going to film this interview with Melinda. I'm going to basically ask Melinda a bunch of questions based upon what she was told, questions coming from people, and we are going to post this interview. We are also going to do a joint presentation at UFO Con 2018, which is either March 23rd, 24th, 25th, or 24th, 25th, 26th, and that's in San Francisco, and it'll be at the airport in the San Francisco airport, the Holiday Inn, and we are going to detail our research over 30 years. Melinda's never talked about hers, and I've talked about some of mine, and I'm going to do the latest updates on what has happened, and there's a lot will be happening between now and that date. I will bring people up to date on the latest stuff that's happening inside these disclosure programs that are running at high speed right now. If you are familiar with the Richard Doty interview that was done last week, you know that Richard Doty said a lot of intelligence people show up at these kind of meetings, so I would imagine there'll be some people there to find out what we're going to say. They are actually watching. We have actually been told by both sides that they're watching the updates that I do and making these suggestions that we correct this or we correct that. Also speaking at the conference will be Steve Bassett. He's not working with us. He has his own program that he's working on. He is following the Tom Delonge story. He's doing a keynote address on it. Melinda and I will be doing up to 6 hours of lectures and questions and answers on the Tom DeLonge, Ron Pandolfi story. Melinda Leslie will go through a lot of stuff that has happened in the past, people that she's interacted with. She's more in terms of actually dealing face-to-face with people. I sort of sit on the sidelines and listen. So she's going to do a background. She's going to reveal a lot of stuff that she's never talked about before. And then I'm going to give the latest updates on what is happening inside these disclosure programs that are going on right now. And that's happening at the end of March in San Francisco. The media often complains with the Tom DeLonge operation that they can't get a hold of the people to ask the serious questions, that Tom DeLonge's operation aren't talking to the UFO community. And so this is just to say that one of the key people, well, a couple of the key people have made contacts with, but we have one very key person who made contact with us. And this is the interview that we're going to release next Monday morning. What we basically were told what we had wrong, or what I had wrong in my updates. We were basically told what's coming next. So what I'm doing is I'm giving people an opportunity, because we have these sort of dual contacts in both camps. We want people to send me questions, by Thursday at noon. What do you want to know about the Tom DeLonge operation? Do you want to know what's coming next? Do you want to know what's going on? Why are they doing it? Who's involved? All this kind of stuff. Whatever questions you want, we will close the questions off Thursday at noon. Thursday afternoon, I'm doing this interview with Melinda Leslie, and I'm going to give her, we're going to set it up for the 10 questions that people want to know. And Melinda will relate what she was told, because most of the questions that you're going to ask, Melinda did ask. There's a couple that she may not have asked, but we actually have an opportunity possibly to go back and ask those questions. So Thursday at noon, we're cutting the questions off. Then Thursday afternoon, we're doing this interview with talking about this high-level person who has interacted with us, what we were told. And then next Monday morning, we are going to make that interview with Melinda Leslie public. The questions are to come to whitehouseufo@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.